Hi everybody, this is Bob Icino from Path Trading Partners along with my co-founder Mike Arnold. It is July 3rd and we do have closed markets tomorrow, but we decided to do a Path Chat covering the futures markets anyway because Mike saw some moves specifically in metals but also in the equities with the Dow reaching an all-time high that he wanted to point out to you. Now we got really good PMI numbers globally. The UK missed, but it was still growth. China moved into growth, being above 50 again, and the Eurozone had a PMI at a 6-year high. We also had the PMI for the US, which is now called the ISM, beat its estimate. So everything in growth mode in terms of the PMIs and the ISM in the US. That puts the market looking at the Fed and, yes, the jobs number that's coming on this Friday. But on top of that, low liquidity markets, a screaming stock market. NASDAQ is the exception. NASDAQ was actually lower. And Mike wanted to point out some things to you on the charts that you could look at for when the futures markets reopen. The futures markets will reopen tomorrow late, so on the 4th of July late, and they'll be closed most of the day. Open outcries closed, so there's no options. Liquidity will be low, and volatility could be high if there's any big players that decide to come in and get involved. So you should know about what Mike is going to tell you. So having said that, Mike, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Bob. So Dow mini futures today made a new high, closing back below our trend line and our defining point. If we run up again and exceed the high, which will be the first area of resistance when we resume trading after the holiday, 21,508, so 21,500 to 21,508 will be the first resistance area. We will be watching for our next projections, 21,546 and 21,597. If we do pull back, very key support coming in at 21,366. Then we will be watching for the 21,290 area. Then if we break all that, we'll be looking for about the 21,235. Switching over to the S&P, which was not very strong today. If we do run up when we resume trading, 2,438 first level, then we'll be watching for 2,445, and once that's broken, 2,447. On a pullback, very strong support coming in at 2,420. If that's broken, we'll be watching for the 2,414 area, then possibly down to 2,411. Over to the NASDAQ, which was by far the weakest market today, reaching the end of our clear path nearly for this prior trend line trade. So we'll be watching for a slight push lower when trading resumes, but it pretty much reached that target. If it does continue lower, next levels of support 5,570. Then we'll be watching for a return to 5,548 to 50 level. And if that's all broken, next key level is 5,535. On a rally back up, very key resistance coming in at 5,640. Then we could, if we get through there, see a return to 5,673 to 83 area, which will be very key resistance. If that is violated, then we'd watch for something up towards the 5,718 level. Switching over to crude. Crude continues its multi-day rally, just getting to a prior gain level, 47.07, right above the 50-day exponential moving average. On a continued rally, be watching for 47.38, then 47.89, then above that 48.31. On a pullback, strong support coming in about 46.37, then we'll be looking for 46. Then if we drop below that, right around the 45.40 to 50 area. Switching over to gold. Gold, very big down move today. Can see closing on the 12.19 key level. If we continue down lower, pretty hefty support is going to come in at this 12.14 to 15 area. Then if that's broken, we don't have another key level till 12.05, and then we'd be watching for a return to the 11.99 to 1200 areas. On a rally back up, minor resistance 12.25, Then major resistance is going to come in at 1233 to 1235, right in there. And finally, over to silver. Silver also very, very large sell-off today. Massive move in silver. Getting to the end of the clear path and nearly retesting the most recent major swing low, which was set back on May 9th. If it does continue down below that, we're watching for the 15.96 to $16 mark, and then below that we'd be looking for a target of about 15.80. Rally back up, key resistance coming in at 16.17. Then we'll be watching for 16.22. Then we don't have any other resistance levels right now until we get back to about 16.36. That's all we have for you. Back to you, Bob.
Thank you for that, Michael. And thanks to you guys for watching. Happy 4th of July to anyone who celebrates that. To my friends in the UK, I mean, oh well, what are you going to do? Another year. Everybody else, hit like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. And we will see you in the next Path Chat. Cheers, everyone.